Okay. Is my human allowed anything? Or is it just bare knuckle?
Bare knuckle ants. You're screwed.
I'm gonna go with it's just clothes, nothing.
Yep, okay.
No additional tools.
Oh, devastation.
Can't
Why is
get
that?
my flamethrower out. or
Because how many billion
2.5 million
per person?
Yep,
So it's 2.5 million ants. That's a lot of ants.
is a lot of ants.
That's a lot of ants.
Is a lot of ants.
A hell of a lot of ants.
Yep, that's a lot of ants done.
That's quite a lot.
It's definitely
That's like almost a billion.
it's nowhere near a billion done.
No, it's definitely nearly.
You know, a billion is 1,000 million, right?
1,000 trillion million billion ants. Wow, that's a lot of ants.
Okay.
Ants in your pants. What are you gonna do?
Welcome to another episode of Would a Panther Kill a Raccoon in the Wild?
The show we were too lazy to pitch to TV.
The podcast game show where two friends argue about the third's most burning and sometimes pointless questions in order to get a much-needed point in our season-long contest.
In some rounds, the two answerers don't always get to choose which side of an argument they're fighting for, which leads to some quick thinking and often has them mainly persuading themselves, but more importantly, the questioner to believe in what they're saying.
In other rounds, the answerers get a more open question where they can be far more creative with their choices, but they only get a short amount of time, and whatever they say first, they must stick with, no takebacks.
Our special round for Season 1 is Round 3 Fight, where the questioner will pick a universe from which the answerers must pick a character within it, and they must convince the questioner that their character will win in a one-on-one fight to the death.
That's the game.
Well done, Dan.
Hey, we're back with episode 7.
It's time to get spicy.
Thanks, James. With episode 7, you're the only one on 7 points.
You know it, baby cakes. You know it. I am here on the top of the pile, as I should be.
So James on 7, Dan in second place on 6, and myself in third place on 5th. And I can't do shit all about it in this first round because I'm the first one with the question in this episode. I had the closed question.
Smokey D, still feeling salty after getting absolutely trounced last episode?
Yeah. Put it plainly. Don't want to talk about it.
The thing is, we haven't laughed as much on this show until that happened.
Honestly, guys, you probably won't hear it in the final edit, but we were crying.
No, you will. You will.
I think they have.
Right, let's go, Kirk. Give us our closed
Let's
question.
do this. So we have another submitted question. Who is letting me tell us their name?
Ooh.
Everything. They've given us full permission. So do you want to hear the question first, or do you want to hear who it's from first?
I want to know who submitted it.
Well, this is from Ian Todd.
Oh, I know Ian.
Yep, he came for a few training sessions back
You know
last
Ian?
summer.
Ian.
Smoky
I
Ian.
think I saw Ian at Fargo Village.
He's
the
a
other-
very talented musician.
He is indeed. He's in a lot of stuff, a lot of
Yeah, you should
projects.
check out his music.
Yep, he's in the Upsiders. He's got his own projects as well. Go check that out, guys. But his question is: the situation has arisen to have sexual or romantic relations with a half-human, half-fish hybrid, a la mermaid. Current partners are okay with it, and you are willing. Your choice is either top half fish, bottom half human, or top half human, bottom half fish. I'll leave us a quick second to think about those two options.
Yep.
Then I'm going to flip a coin. You do not get to choose, just like we said in our intro. You cannot choose which one it is. Only the coin chooses. So I haven't got a... Describe the coin, shall we? I haven't got a normal coin, but we have used this at a game day once when we had nothing else. It's my Donkey Sanctuary £1 replica for shopping carts, right?
No, that makes sense because Dan's a donkey in the
I
sanctuary.
have an actual pound coin.
No, I like the donkey.
Yeah.
We'll go with the donkey. On one side, we've got a nice big donkey head. The other side is it's established something or other. Although, I don't know if it's initials, EST. Let's give it a go. So, if it is donkey head, James, you are going to be top half fish, bottom half human. Okay? Here we go. We're looking for a donkey. And it is not a donkey.
Oh, Dan, you got fish face.
Fish head.
Where
Fish
does
head.
the fish start and the person end?
Well, we'll go in halves. I'll say pretty much the belly button.
Oh, the belly button, that's a little bit high. So
Fine, just below.
I feel like
the
this is
belly
going to get quite crude. Thank you, Ian, for bringing this up.
Yes.
So obviously, the mermaid fantasy that exists in the public realm. This is a really timely question, given that as we're recording this, the Little Mermaid controversy from those QAnon wankers is coming up in it.
Yep.
But mermaids can't be black. Fuck off. Sorry, carry on. So the typical mermaid fantasy of like pirates and stuff always had, you know, the sirens signaling sailors to their doom, all that. It was always top half lady, bottom half fish.
So
I don't know who invented that and decided that was the sexy way round, but I agree with it.
I think it was something to do with like white seals, and they looked almost human with like their face shape and stuff, and they just had a tail.
Wasn't it manatees that?
Oh yes, it could be manatees. Yeah.
Here's an interesting one for you. Do you know why mermaids wear seashells?
No.
Because they grew out of their bee shells.
God. He said we were going to get crude. We have started early. Good stuff.
No, so like, I mean, look at the Little Mermaid, right? That's the easy option.
Nonce.
Huh?
Nonce. She's 16.
That's irrelevant because I wasn't going to talk about that. I was actually going to talk about how her dad is fucking ripped. He looks like one hell of a power top.
In the new one or the original?
I haven't seen the new one. I'm going with the Disney
the
classic.
original, yeah.
So, like, before Dan starts slinging accusations at me, what I'm saying is, what's his name? King Trident?
Yeah.
I'd love to pull on that beard. And, you know, we live in a society now where what you have in your trousers isn't necessarily what you're bothered about in a relationship. You know, I'm sure there's some kind of mermaid strap-on that means that you could still have a physical relationship with a mer person.
Right.
It's all in the gills.
What?
It's all in the gills.
Gills gone wild.
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is the fish got the mind of a fish? Or am I going to be extra handicapped?
I'm guessing it does have the mind of a fish, but it has the needs.
No. Surely it's got the
I
same
think we
kind
have to
of
establish
mind.
that they have the same level of sentience regardless of which way.
Sure. Let's go with that.
That's
Fine.
Otherwise, Dan might as well go to the fishmongers and stick his dick in a tuna.
Listen. You've seen Shark Tale, right?
Yeah.
You know the fish from Shark Tale.
Is that
Angelina Jolie, isn't it?
Who was she played by?
Angelina
was it Angelina Jolie?
Angelina Jolie fish with legs.
She was pretty hot.
That's my fish.
Dan's whole argument is Shark Tale.
So his argument is that the fish is attractive as opposed to the rest of it. It's just
but that is not your standard of fish, is it?
That's my standard of fish.
No, but
I have high standards.
You don't go...
Basically, if you took James's bottom half and completed it, that's what it would look like.
And completed it.
Yeah.
What?
As in, if you took your bottom half of your Virgin
Oh,
Mermaid.
I thought you were talking about my legs and genitals. Then. It's like, Kirk, I know I've seen your penis, but you haven't seen mine.
Sake.
I'm very well guarded over my penis.
Do I get to pick the species of fish?
Why not? Go for it. In fact, James can pick his species of fish as well.
Well, I think, can I pick Dan's? Piranha. No, I mean, I'm not all up to date on fish.
Jellyfish.
I'm not all up to date on fish. I don't really like seafood, so I just probably say like a salmon.
Salmon, yeah, of course, good one. Good one.
Not too fishy, you know.
Well, are you speaking about the top half of mine?
No, the bottom half of mine.
Okay. I don't really know. There's not really any attractive fish, are there?
Oh, what about this Angelina Jolie fish?
Oh yeah, what is that?
The Tomb Raider fish.
Yeah, I think in the interest of myself.
Was it Jack Black who played the shark in that?
I can't can't remember.
You know
It could have been.
the good guy because it was
Yes,
it was
Lenny the
Robert De
shark.
Niro
He wanted
who
to be a
played
dolphin,
the dad
right?
shark, right?
Yes,
'Cause he
Jack
was
Black
like-
wanted to be a dolphin.
Was it Jack Black?
Marshall.
It does. Yeah, that does ring a bell.
I'm sure it's Jack Black, but he does like a really annoying voice.
I'm going to Google the cast.
Anyway, so basically, Kirk, Dan's floundering. Dan's floundering.
I think you should deduct points every time he makes a terrible joke. He's on 5 now.
I think Dan's struggling because he knows there's no sexy fish. And he wouldn't want a tongue.
No. I've
cheap.
fully committed to Shark Tale.
But that's a fictional fish.
Do you know what else is fictional? Mermaids. Good Lord, woman.
Hypothetically. Right. Dan knows there's no sexy fish.
Except the one in Shark Tale,
Uh-huh.
which is my one. I've
Dan's
decided.
got a thing. Dan's
So
got a thing.
let's just
for Dory.
clarify
Everyone's
Ian's question exactly, which is,
It is Jack Black, by the way.
oh, good. The situation has arisen to have sexual and/or romantic relations. Basically, he's basically just saying it's just sex. So we're not after
Emotional.
Yeah,
emotional.
after emotional attachment.
Personality means nout,
Yeah, in this situation.
Right. Well,
which neither of us has brought up yet anyway. So
yeah. And like, so basically, the issue with mine is what you would call traditional intercourse
lack of pusk.
would have problems. However, don't underestimate a good handy J or a blowj.
Sure.
And as I say, if there is some sort of mermaid,
Imagine one of them
strap-on-
from a fish, though.
I mean, he hasn't specified it has to be intercourse. It's not in the question.
No, that's what. But then, then there could be some like, nautical pegging.
Sure.
Nautical pegging, if you're into that.
That's a fantastic way of putting it.
Or I mean, maybe they could simulate a genital situation with like one of those life preserver rings.
How would that work?
I'm not. Don't ask me to define the technical side of it.
Okay.
I'm an ideas man.
I mean, how obviously sharks do have sex, right? Because they
There must be something.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, there's gotta be something
There's
there.
a hole.
right.
Well,
be.
no, with fish actually. They
Don't
lay
they just
eggs
do
and
it
then
into
they
the
like
water?
blam over the eggs, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. You've chosen salmon.
Yeah, I'm sure salmon are like they blam over the eggs.
Not your typical mermaid, though. Salmon.
What kind of species?
I
Would
feel because mermaids, you're not gonna be able to see this, but like mermaids have tails that way as opposed to that way.
do any fish have tails that way?
Whales,
Ooh.
but they're mammals.
Oh, dolphins.
dolphins.
Yeah.
But they're also mammals.
Yeah,
But dolphins are also the only species other than humans, I believe. Don't
Mhm.
quote me on this. That have sex for pleasure.
Yeah, I've heard this.
but also not fish.
Yeah, no, I know they're not fish.
I
Yeah.
don't think there are any fish. What if the bottom half was like seahorse? It's like a curly. Imagine a seahorse,
I
but
guess you could straighten it out and like
would they be classed as a centaur?
a cientor.
I love that so much.
A cientor.
Cientor. We just developed a new mythical creature here. It's great.
That's another character that somebody needs to add into the locker of Wood a Panther.
Yep. Into the poster.
Centaur.
Along with Kermit McGregor, we now have the cientor.
Imagine the top half is seahorse. They just run on 2 legs.
Sounds terrifying.
That's nightmare fuel.
Good lord.
Male seahorses are the ones that carry the babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna go with
My
your
top
seahorse?
half's not a seahorse. I'd just like to confirm
A
that.
seahorse actually classed as fish.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
What about I mean, basically, when the bottom half is fish, just to avoid any kind of legal situation with where is it okay, where is it bestiality, I would stick to above the belt or above the fish or, like I say, nautical pegging.
What?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I would just...
Because do fish have like a cloaca like birds do, where it's like a hole that does everything?
I don't know. I'm not a biologist. A marine biologist. But if my fish woman was Shark Tale, that'd be fine. If it wasn't Shark Tale, I would just... Can they breathe out of the water? Because
I'm going to say yes, because mermaids can breathe underwater.
So they can... So mine can come onto land. Mine can just walk up. Oh, God,
yeah.
That's horrific. They can,
imagine it, Dan. You've just washed up on a desert island.
It's the first thing I see. And apparently that's what I want to do.
This walking fish comes up to you and says, I saved your life. Let us make love.
Done. Yeah. Take him to a nice...
Chippy.
Oh, no.
Take him to a nice hotel. Put him on the bed. Then just cover up the top half.
Fair enough. Then the rest is
go to town
as you were. Yeah.
What's the arm situation? Is it just fins?
Like, yeah, weird.
Well, yeah, it's
Because
just
that's got to be like a challenging life to live.
Well, remember, mine's the one from Shark Tale, so they've got like weird fin arms that can kind of point.
I mean, I feel like Dan has gone specifically to Shark Tale in an effort to save his end of this.
All I got.
He was really quick to go there too.
He hasn't even no, I think there's a definite
hey, look,
childhood.
There's a whole
There's a hole.
Listen, just stay out of my fantasies.
Fair enough.
Dory not do it for you?
Mutt can come too. Would it in the
Dory not do it for you?
Nah. Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh yeah, that's
not the one.
Isn't it? Yeah, because she's a bitch. I've genuinely heard that she's a horrible person.
It's just the way Finding Nemo's fish are drawn like normal fish.
Yeah.
Whereas Shark Tales are just weird.
Yeah,
like,
they're very humanoid.
They're very kinky.
Wasn't Shark Tale literally just
garbage? Yeah.
I quite liked it as a film, but I think it's because it's one of the few films I had on DVD growing up.
Yeah, actually.
I think I had it on like a Shrek 2 / Shark Tale.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it's because of DreamWorks, right?
Yeah. But was it literally just DreamWorks' answer to Finding Nemo? Like, fish are in right now, quick, make a fish film.
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
And you can still like films
looking for another
that
job.
are garbage, by the way.
What?
Yeah, I still like it. It's garbage, though.
I really like when Will Smith has that floor-to-ceiling lava lamp.
Yeah.
That's cool. That made me want a lava lamp.
Yeah, but with the spiral staircase going around it as well.
That's cool.
Basically, King Trident looks like he sucks dick. He's got them blowjob lips.
So I've got a thing for Shark Tale Fish Woman. He's got a thing for King Trident. Let's not blow over that.
Yeah.
That was the first thing he brought up was pulling on his beard.
Yeah.
Not the beard.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong with it. I just feel
like
you're attacking me for liking something. I feel like
you're the guy who's ready to shag a fish. I'm the guy who's going, he's pretty ripped. He's a bit of a gilf. If the situation arises and he looks like he can definitely, turn on the vacuum cleaner, fucking go for it, kid.
No. Has this question gone too far?
It is brutal, but
would you rather? What about Ursula? Would you not get a bit of that action?
But she's not a mermaid. She's a
But who are we to judge if she's a mermaid or not?
I feel like with Ursula, I don't like mean people anyway, but I feel like with Ursula, those tentacles would end up in places I didn't necessarily consent to.
Okay.
Like I've just said, I'm quite happy for some nautical pegging, but I don't want I don't want her choking me with like tentacles in my ears and up my nostrils at the same time.
So I'd like to think about some positive negatives I've thought of in this situation. One positive for Dan.
Butt stuff.
Don't need the lube because you're already in the ocean.
About the motion of the ocean.
Okay, two positives for Dan. One, it's that. Two is that obviously this is just sex, and in the morning they're going to want to disappear.
See
right?
you later.
Yours can.
What do you mean?
Yours can walk away. Yours is sort of stuck there, going, "Please help me."
I was actually going to say that. with yours, where are you going to go?
I was fully expecting to be banging in the ocean.
Okay. You can't breathe underwater.
Yeah, there is that problem.
Yeah, but
So
I didn't say under the sea.
If you do it at the coast, you're fine.
So you're on like Titanic's plank.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that. Like, I can tread water for 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
Or do it.
And if they can breathe underwater and they're going to town with their mouth,
Okay, yeah.
then they haven't got to come up for air. So I've just got to
And
tread
no
water.
one's going to know.
Exactly.
Say, just
I'll just look like a guy with a great big smile in him.
Whereas
Just
the
stood.
hotel staff,
Like, when someone's trying to go for a sneaky piss in the ocean.
I was going to say wait till like low tide. Do it on the sand and
so
then
you're hidden, whereas the hotel staff will know
That
exactly
he's
what's
bought
going
a
on.
half fish, half man.
and then own it. No one else has done that. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's also a fair point. Does get bragging rights. Gets to hide the fact.
All I'm saying, right?
I'm feeling freaky.
All I'm saying is, I could at least give her a kiss afterwards.
Would it be fishy?
There's a
It
positive.
might be, but it'd probably be other
Fair.
things by the time she's done as well.
Fair.
Not just fish.
Mm.
Or they. I mean, I'm not.
You're going to get whatever you can take.
I'm not prejudiced.
I'm being very picky about mine.
I'd be
Fair
really
enough.
worried.
If it's
as well.
not Angelina Jolie fish, then
I'd be really worried as well. Like if Dan's one dropped its trousers, had male genitalia, and they were bigger than mine. Like that's like
what if it was Will Smith's fish instead?
Yeah. Will Smith's fish, and then he like hangs dong. Be like, that's wasted in the ocean, man.
Okay, well,
There's a whale in here.
Would you put it on OnlyFans?
Yeah, make money off it.
yeah,
Only fish.
people be up for that.
There's got to be some audience out there.
Things
There's
I'm
probably a subreddit
there is.
dedicated to people putting their dicks in fish.
I guarantee there's a subreddit
sure.
for Angelina Jolie fish.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there's probably already an entire chat room dedicated to
Any
that
mermaid.
cosplay of the fish girls, right? The fish,
Oh, they do it all the
fish tails.
time, don't they?
Yeah,
It's like you see all the time
train-
these girls in mermaid tails
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm sure they have OnlyFans girls do it, and I don't get it because where am I going to put it?
I mean, you sort of arguing.
Yeah,
your
I'm
question
literally
now.
like,
Here
I
we
get
go.
it. I fancy a fish.
No,
And he's just saying he doesn't get
all
it.
I'm saying is that I am not the kind of person that would actively go out and search for this encounter. Ian, if you want my advice, mate, hang near the beach somewhere, wait for low tide, and if King Trident comes out looking for some strange,
What's
don't
the
be
one-
afraid to take it.
What's in Pirates of the Caribbean, what's the bay called?
Tortuga.
No, the one where all the
Bagel.
mermaids are.
Um,
Can't remember. I literally watched it the other day and I can't remember.
clearly, you've never been to.
We'll come back
Yeah,
to this
come back to
later.
us.
Old Bay seasoning.
Yeah.
Singapore.
Hmm.
Clearly, you've never been to Singapore.
No, it's not Singapore.
Oh, that's what he said to one of the guards.
Yeah, but not the same quote.
Clearly, you've never been to Spain.
España.
So, one more thing to add here is, I'd imagine from Ian's question here that both of your human halves are drop dead gorgeous, right? Like the peak of human creation.
You're still talking about King Trident.
Yeah.
So,
Allow it.
so which would you rather have? Now, I'm going to take a point away from Ian, really. I kind of wish he did say the word intercourse in the question, which made this far more interesting. Which going like, you have to actually complete this task. But he hasn't. So I'm not going to put it on to you if he hasn't put that question to you. So,
I feel like it's more fair that because
I think Ian probably took that into account. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was like, where would you put it?
maybe.
I feel like it would have
Or
been
where
a
would it be
serious-
I would
put?
have definitely asked that question.
But like I say, that goes back to give them a strap on and let them do you. That's still intercourse, isn't it?
That's true. I don't find that.
Technically. But still, it is
Good
what
question.
it is.
Good answer.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But Kirk, I think the simple fact is,
Downward facing dogfish.
I think the simple fact is, Kirk, there's a lot more people in the world I believe,
than mermaids.
There's a lot more people in the world, I believe, that would prefer to have the traditional mermaid or merman or merperson and their experience, even if all they can offer is a quick tug or, get into the middle of their Tootsie Roll.
True.
But over Dan's version. Therefore, it's better to have King Trident than to have Angelina Jolie fish with real human legs.
I disagree, because Angelina Jolie fish could still do the oral and the handies and offer butt stuff.
Do you really want a fin trying to tug you off?
You don't know what that feels like.
I think it would feel slimy and uncomfortable.
You think, but you don't know. Don't know until you try.
This is tough. Now, I'm trying to think as well of the kind of guys that would go ahead with Dan's option. They're probably the same kind of guys that have also bought dolls off the internet. So they're already nothing at all. They're already used to that whole, I'm just going to use this piece of plastic or rubber for what it is. And I imagine that's what they do with Dan.
Well, that's the plan, isn't it?
Right. So I'm actually going to go with Dan with this one. So it's maybe a shock me. Audience, disagree with me if you will. I'm going to go with Dan purely because the funny of the butt stuff, that was hilarious. I enjoyed that very much.
Audience, if you're listening and you think King Trident should be your pog daddy.
That was my other reason, was I think it just went too much with...
We're going to get some fan art of King Trident and Angelina Jolie fish.
And James.
And James in the middle.
Well, I'm disappointed. I think that was purely because you didn't want me to run away with it.
Not at all. Actually, no, I was genuinely thinking, what would I rather do? And what would society of men rather do? And if there's already people in the closet, not in the closet, but sort of people behind closed doors doing that kind of stuff, they're not going to think twice about doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
fair enough. I will give it to you. Just like I'd let King Trident give it to me.
Nice. So now at the end of that round, James is on 7. Dan is on 7. I'm lowly 5.
Yeah, Kirk, you need to pull a blinder this
I
episode.
really do.
Come on, man.
Let's hope for some better questions. Come on. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this.
White Cat Bay is the mermaid place in Pirates of the Caribbean. It was bugging me, so I just Googled it.
Great question,
Dan.
Dan.
Pirates of the Caribbean 4. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
One of the less good ones.
Yeah.
I watched up to 3 and then never.
Oh, fair.
Probably for the best, to be honest.
3. I think 3 was the first film that I went to that they had to have like an intermission. It was that long.
I think they're all really good. Let me rephrase that. The first 3, I think they're all really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4 is not that bad.
No. And number 5 's
Number
strange.
5 is pure garbage.
Yeah.
Number 3 is at World's End, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Davy Jones.
Davy Jones
is basically your mermaid.
I guess. Oh, can I have the hammerhead shark guy?
Can I ask another question? I know that we finished the question. I've already lost my point anyway.
Sure.
You know, instead of genital warts, mermaids get barnacles.
Yeah.
For comedy factor, yes.
They also get crabs.
I'm surprised neither of us went down the SpongeBob route.
Right?
Didn't fancy Squidward's head on a lady's legs.
Hello.
SpongeBob.
Did you have to dress like Sandy to go down to do your one?
You have to put a full-on like astronaut suit on.
Yeah. That'd be great.
That's really bizarre. Now that I think about it, that she's wearing like an astronaut suit.
Yeah, but she's a fucking squirrel, of course.
Yeah, rather than a deep sea diving suit.
Yeah, that's true. But also, she's from Texas. What's that about?
SpongeBob's weird. Right.
Come on then, Dan. Give us your question.
So, it's an open question.
Yep.
That's also semi...
It's an ajar question.
It's an ajar that's out in the open question.
Yes.
You sent us a link to a game the other day.
Yep.
And I basically had that game, but a different name to that game. So I've meticulously gone through it and found some really good juicy cards from it.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. 1,
he's actually bought the cards, ladies and
3,
gents.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 9 cards here.
Right.
To save me walking, pick a number between 1 and 9.
5.
I was going to go for 5, damn it. 2.
2 and 5. So these are what you have. So, Kirk,
Yeah.
you always stay dry in rain and snow. Is that pretty good?
Yeah, okay.
All
right.
And you can upgrade your body with robotic parts.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Robo Dong 3000.
convince me which one's better. But wait, I got some bad ones here.
Oh, shit.
1, 2, 3.
These are
4.
our ailments as well.
So there's only 6 of these. Because I
4.
got lazy, I'm not going to lie.
4.
4.
3.
And 3. So I'm going to give number 4 to you.
Oh.
Your taste buds are on the bottom of your feet.
Okay.
That's James, by the way. James has robotic.
Robotic
So you
upgrade,
can upgrade
that's
your body
body with robotics.
Robotic body.
You can upgrade your
robobot.
body with robotic parts, but your taste buds are on the bottom of your feet.
That's fine.
And you can stay dry, always stay dry in rain and snow.
Yep.
But to you, everything smells like hot garbage.
Oh,
They're actually really well paired.
Yeah.
I like this.
Right. So I can go straight out on the gate.
Would you like your cards so you can
No,
remember?
it's fine. I can
We're good.
remember.
We're good.
So basically, I get the full powers of Cyberpunk, and you
Everything but your legs.
you get hydrophobic coating.
Right.
Everything but my legs. Why is
Well,
that?
you wouldn't be able to taste anything if you upgraded your
Yeah,
legs.
but we already established on a band episode I don't care about taste. So my first upgrade would be to remove my feet and replace them with like spring-loaded feet. That means that I could dunk basketballs with no problem, but I wouldn't be able to taste anything, which means I'd lose loads of weight because I wouldn't care what I eat. Go on, Kirk. What are you going to do round 1?
Round 1.
I'm just going a stage at a time.
To counter you, no matter how much robotics you put on your feet, you can still taste for it.
Ah,
Just because.
I'd still keep the spring-loaded feet because I'm sick of basketball.
Fair.
If we walked over the same patch of snow that had been peed on, I'll be dry. You'll taste that shit.
That is true. I'll give you that. The next thing, though, that I'd add to my upgraded arsenal is a back that opens up into a jetpack
Sick.
that I could hover over the ground with. How's that rain doing, Kirk?
So I
Kirk basically never needs to wear a jacket, and I
so
can
I remain
fly.
dry in snow and rain. Can I get wet in swimming pools or is it only those 2 bits of weather that I'm dry in?
It says on the card, rain and snow.
That's it. So I stay dry in bad weather.
Yep.
Where
Don't need a coat.
To be fair, in Britain, that's a pretty good thing to have. It rains a lot. Doesn't snow a lot, but it rains a lot. So at least I'll be very, very dry.
My third upgrade would be to put a ring in my head that could expand into an umbrella as soon as it rains.
So I'm going to do what James did previous episode and do like a couple of rounds of this because I feel like it needs it.
Yeah.
And Kirk needs it.
What can I do with
So
This isn't fair. So did I win the first head-to-head?
You've got that.
So
hands down.
I'm good in bad weather, but I smell garbage the entire time.
You didn't even bring that up and you
Didn't
laughed.
need to.
You basically didn't have a bad thing,
It was
and
a
it was still worse.
Right, go on then. Give us our seconds.
So there's 7 left now.
Right, so 1 to 7.
Yeah,
Kirk, do you want to go first?
7,
3.
please.
cool.
God,
So
please.
your good thing, these are no longer.
No, okay.
Yeah,
Fresh.
okay.
We are
Fresh,
fresh
all fresh.
people.
Um,
Dan realises that cybernetics will be
Anything.
not
I mean-
needing a jacket.
it's not hard to convince me to have cybernetics, to be honest. Which one was which? This is Kirk's. This is
Yep.
James's. So James, You can control all plant life.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kirk, you can slow down time.
Oh, that is a good one.
Nice. Okay.
Right, so your bad ones.
I have really bad hay fever.
There's now...
That could work in your favour.
No,
There's
right,
4.
go on.
1 to 4.
2.
3. Come on, please. Please.
So,
This is
Kirk,
okay.
you can slow down time, but every night...
He's laughing. He's laughing.
Every night, a different body part tries to escape. It's just, if you can slow time, you can at least slow it down.
Yeah.
Hey, you bastard.
And James, you can control plant life, but you must play Russian roulette every year on your birthday.
Okay.
Dang.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Because when I play Russian roulette, I would control plants to make a cage around my head to prevent bullets.
What plant prevents bullet?
Well, I'd just have like some really thick wood.
Okay, fair. So you encase yourself in a
I'd
tree.
also have wood somewhere else, but because I've got a gun. Yeah. So once a year, that's nothing, mate. When you have literally the power of the natural world.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Kirk? How you doing?
Well, if we're in the same place and every time you want to show off your power, I'm going to fuck with that and slow it right down. I'm like, hey guys,
Can
look
I
what
ask
I can do.
can I ask a
I can
question
make
about
this. I
Kirk's
can make
power?
this plant grow, and I'm just going to go. Ugh.
Can I ask a question? When Kirk slows down time, what is it? Is it like the whole world slows down, or can he localize the slowing of time?
I'm going to give him localized because I think
like
it's more
that.
fun.
Right,
I
okay.
like that.
So can he still maintain his normal speed regardless? Or if he slows down, say, this room, does he also become slow?
If he's in the room he's making slow, he's slow.
Oh, so it's not like Bernard's watch where I can just like.
Bernard's watch, that's one hell of a fucking power in it.
Yeah.
If you were Bernard during Bernard's watch phase, like you'd get so much trouble, man.
It's like opposite of super speed, kind of.
Yeah. You'd just be like,
Like to everyone else, you'd be moving super fast.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I maintain my normal speed then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else. Yeah.
okay.
But like, say if I were to throw a ball at you, you could then slow the ball,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't affect you.
But that's,
Nice.
yeah, I mean, okay, so when Kirk's around, my power's a bit crap.
Mm.
But like the ability to control plant life would be incredible because you could basically, you're almost like a diet Groot.
I like that. I like that.
As long as you carry a plant with you at most times, like, you know, I've got Juarez, my little Mexican cactus. Like, as long as I keep him with me, then I can
That's
be
a
like,
really
I
good
need
point.
a bridge here, grow. Okay,
I
cactus,
like
bad
that.
idea, spiky. Like a tree, grow. Oh, there you go. Little bonsai tree that grows into a bridge for me.
I like that a lot, to be fair.
Or like, I want to get to the top of that building, but the lift's broken. Plant, carry me up.
Jack and the Beanstalk style.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
I can't even remember what my bad one was.
Let's stick
the
with
Russian
Disney
roulette.
Plus, shall we? He's a diet Groot. I'm a full-blown Jedi. I can literally control things. Obviously, only when they're being thrown at me
Yeah.
or thrown in a certain direction, but still, I can sort of do that and then seem like I'm catching them. So I can make myself look like a full-blown Jedi.
Yeah, you'd be pretty good at American football.
That'd be great. Oh,
Yeah.
All the picks.
any sport, really.
Yeah, but what about
Even snooker,
me?
I can just
I'd be
bend the
better
ball.
for American football because somebody would be like, "Oh, the pitch is shit," and I'd be like, "Don't worry, boys, grass perfect."
I like that.
Yeah. Start roots coming out of the ground,
Yeah.
tripping over
Yeah. Like,
plant warfare.
yeah, it'd be like Plants vs Zombies, but flag football style.
Yeah.
I guess, but
Someone goes for a touchdown in the end zone, and the grass just goes up right in front of the goal line and blocks it and pats it down.
See, but after a while, though, they're going to go, oh, it's James again with that fucking grass plant thing he does. However, no one's going to know it's me. I can keep myself anonymous, and no one's going to know.
Do.
Whereas people are going to get sick of that trick, man. Couldn't do it so many times, but people go, oh, look, he's made
I
the
could
rabbit come out the hat
solve-
again.
I could solve deforestation.
You could.
So could I if I slowed it down enough.
Just make everyone that's cutting down a tree really slow.
Yeah. Just every forest, just slow it right down.
Yeah, but like all the damage that's already been done, I could repair. I could just literally drop some seeds from a plane and then be like, grow.
Oh, that's a good one.
I could solve world hunger. I could turn Africa into the breadbasket of the world.
Nice. What's my negative again?
Your body parts try and escape.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Go on then, Kirk. What do you do when your wiener escapes?
I slow down that time and I just put it straight back.
Yeah.
Thankfully, those have worked quite well together.
Those have gone together nicely.
Can I, if I'm relative to myself, can I slow the world down and have an extra 10 hours of sleep?
Yeah.
Every night I could have a great night's sleep no matter what.
That would be a fucking amazing thing.
That would be.
God, you don't know how much I need sleep.
Oh, it's so good, wouldn't it?
And if I'm watching a movie in the cinema and I really need a wee,
you could make a scene last.
Basically pause it. Yeah.
1 frame per hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I can go for a wee, come back, and Spider-Man's just sort of turned his head a little bit.
Yeah.
That's useful too.
So you were about to win that one, but then
he's pulled it back.
Come in clutch.
Pulled it right back. Nice.
Which works out nicely because there's only 2 more cards left for the
Right, okay, come on then.
the
Tiebreaker.
So there are 5 good ones left.
1.
5.
James, you can choose when you want to feel pain.
Okay.
But you were literally always pregnant. Consistently.
That's fine.
Always pregnant.
That's fine.
You're right over there.
Kirk's rubbing his hands together thinking he's got this point.
Kirk, you can read any book just by touching it.
Nice.
But you have hiccups for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's worse than being pregnant.
That's horrendous.
Oh my God, and you haven't even got a good power out of it. I could give birth painlessly.
No, because you're always pregnant.
Well, that's fine, but pregnancy
do you give birth?
Pregnancy's uncomfortable, man, but like with not being able to feel pain, imagine being basically fully functioning whilst being high on heroin all the time.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Can I just say I'm really sad that 2 of these didn't come up? So this one's just control the weather. That's boring. But
that would have been great with his other one.
There's 2 that we kind of touched on before, and ones that you can remove ads entirely from your life.
Nice.
It's one of the 7 circles of heck or squares of heck, whatever it was. And you can create tiny versions of yourself to do your bidding.
That is incredible. But
that's why I picked them out. But none of them got. Anyway,
but
also to throw another spanner in the works, all of these are now affecting each of you. Convince me which collective horrors I get.
So, using my cybernetic upgrades, I'll reinforce my belly.
God, he's got that back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll reinforce my belly so my pregnancy becomes a power.
Sick.
And I will not feel any pain during any of my cybernetic upgrades.
Yep.
And I'll make sure that I have bulletproof panels on either side of my head for when I play Russian roulette.
Sick.
Fair.
He's breaking down over there. Like,
nope. I'm going to slow down time every time I go into a library and touch every book. I will literally learn everything in that library in the space of a human second. So there is that. And that carry on with life. I can do
and
the
you'll
same
be dry while you do it.
I can do it in the rain. Yep. No one's going to know.
In the library, it's raining.
I will take up snowboarding because why not? If I've got that power, that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be sick at it because once again, I'm going to slow down time. If I'm about to bail, nope, quickly adjust myself. Oh, there we go. Back I am. Hiccups, again, I can slow down time every time I hiccup. No one's going to know. Be a bit annoying.
It's still uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable, yeah, fair enough.
Yes, that hiccup. Oh.
No, here we go. Could be a negative at the same time, but what causes your hiccups? Diaphragm, right? Yeah. Your diaphragm goes out. Once that diaphragm tries to escape, I let it go. It's gone. No more hiccups. That one's now can go off the pile, boys. There you go. That's gone.
Controlling plant life, I will force strawberries and raspberries and other tasty fruits to grow in my shoes so that my taste buds on my feet will always taste something delicious.
Oh man, I really wish you had my one of everything smells like hot garbage. That'd have been really good. Oh yeah, it tastes great, but smells like shit. That'd be great. But I have that, unfortunately. What can I do with that? I can't do much of that, to be honest.
So Dan, the question is, would you rather be the sickest basketball player in the world who's also a robot, or the guy that smells garbage and snowboards?
Perfectly.
Oh, sorry, the nerd. That smells garbage and snowboards kind of good.
So, remind me of your negatives again.
I'm always pregnant.
Always pregnant.
But that doesn't matter when you've got a reinforced belly.
Yeah.
There's taste buds on my feet, but that doesn't matter when you've got tasty things in your shoes.
Yeah.
And
he's dying over there.
You have to play Russian roulette on your birthday.
Metal.
That doesn't matter when you've got bulletproof panels on your head.
And your negatives?
Every night, a different body tries to escape, but okay, once the bad things get out of here,
we've established the slow
your
time.
pancreas, don't your diaphragm, that's all right.
Yeah.
You have the hiccups for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yep. And to me, everything smells like hot garbage.
How are you combating the smell?
Eventually, I'd get used to it, right? Surely.
No.
After a while, but well, there it is again. Everything smells like hot garbage, even like the best food and the best beer, everything. Oh my god, even the bottom half of your fish. Jesus. Oh, it says here you've got problems. I do.
I'm surprised we didn't raise that point, like smelling a fish. Moving on.
That's crude, Daniel.
Moving on.
We don't.
Moving on. Hot garbage.
I'm sorry, Kurt, but I think I won the moment I got cybernetics.
Yeah, man. I don't know how I can tackle the hot garbage thing. To be honest, not with the.
If you had managed to tackle that, you might have just clutched it, but you really can't.
I can't think.
And also,
not anything here.
A jetpack back and
spring shoes.
And he got round the taste thing.
He did quite well.
Yeah,
quite well.
I was going to say, like when you said about walking through pee, wouldn't matter if he's got shoes on.
Yeah,
just taste the bottom of a shoe. Cheesy feet,
bruh. I like cheese.
Did you know if you rub garlic on the bottom of your foot, you'll taste garlic an hour later?
Really?
Yep.
Get those shoes off, guys.
Should we rub our feet with garlic?
No.
Yeah,
so
James.
Dan, who got the point?
James, you're taking the point for that
one. So that's 8 for me,
5.
7 for you, 5 for Kirk, man. You've got to make a play this round.
I brought out Spider-Man. I brought out knowledge. I brought out never failing.
That's what I mean. You were so close.
Kirk, I really hope you do well on this one. Don't worry, I can't extend my lead further.
Basically, I hope you do well on this one. I make the decision whether you do well or not.
No. No, it's not even that. It's just I feel bad. Okay, guys. I am giving you the first ever inverted closed round 3 fight. Okay? This one, I'm going to limit you. In fact, what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to tell you who's fighting. And then I'm going to let you pick, once again, because I like the number, 4 characters.
Okay.
From each one.
It's another game war.
What I'd kind of like to do is I'd like you to pick one at a time.
Okay.
So whoever wins the coin toss, and I'm going to let Kirk, as he's down on points, decide whether he's heads or tails and call it. Then basically what you're going to do is you're going to kind of pick alternately.
Yeah.
So that we can kind of build up a hopefully fair team to fight each other.
Okay.
Cool.
Right. The team that are fighting is DreamWorks Animation versus Pixar.
Sick.
Are you ready for it, boys?
Yeah.
Kirk, heads or tails, Pixar or DreamWorks?
Heads, let's go against the grain, DreamWorks.
Oh. Good lord.
It's tails.
I have Pixar.
Kirk has Pixar. Dan, you have DreamWorks. So Dan, as you lost the coin toss, pick your first character.
I'm going to take the dragon from Shrek.
That was my first choice too.
Okay.
That was if I got DreamWorks, that would have been it. Oh, man. Okay, so I've got a dragon to contend with.
Is there a dragon in Pixar? There's got to be.
I'm trying to think. I was thinking Maleficent.
I was thinking
Pete's
Dragon, but that's also not Pixar.
It's not Pixar, no. Think of a dragon or something that big that flies.
What we're also going to assume, to make it fair, guys, to a degree, is that they're kind of scaled.
Yeah.
So, and what I mean by that, like, is if you want to pick a character from, say, A Bug's Life, it's not going to be bug sized.
Okay.
Make it like, you know.
So if you want Hopper, he can be like
human sized
Cool.
Hopper.
Okay, cool.
So is my dragon sized?
Yeah, I'll let you off with that because that's kind of a big thing.
That'd be very rude of you to just suddenly shrink my dragon.
How to shrink my dragon.
Is that's DreamWorks?
That's
right?
DreamWorks.
Oh,
I was hoping you weren't going to touch on that. I was hoping you wouldn't realise. I'm going to take Sully.
Okay.
Sully, shout.
What's James P. Sullivan?
James P. Sullivan.
Shout.
James P. Sullivan of Monsters, Inc. fame.
So can Kirk go next so I can then counter him?
Yep. So, Kirk, pick your next
Snake. We'll do a snake
character.
draft.
Sure.
Yep.
Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible. Okay. So we're going...
Your 4 should just be The Incredibles.
No. I want it to be only one per
film. Oh, Christ. I think of 4.
Yeah, you can't.
Film.
I'm not letting you have Shrek, Donkey.
I weren't going to
Dragon.
pick any of them anyway.
Okay, so we currently have James P. Sullivan and Bob Parr against the dragon who fucked a donkey.
You can look up DreamWorks films if you want to.
Butt stuff.
Do you want me to throw some out at you? Shark Tale. Turbo.
What's his name? Is it Saku Khan from El Dorado?
I can't remember El Dorado that well.
I can't remember. It's something like that. El Dorado cast.
I mean, if you bring the sexy lady one to the fight, that's cool.
I would, but it'd be useless. It's Zekel Khan.
Right, okay.
He's my second.
I can't say I know him that well, so I'll take your word for it. Okay, Dan, third character.
Oh God, I got it twice in a row. Why did I let this happen? Kung Fu Panda.
Poe.
Go for Poe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Poe is a very good counter to Sully, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say so. They're both lovable, ferocious creatures.
Right, let me look up some...
Go on then, Kirk. How are you countering?
Oh, I can have LaFrog. I don't want LaFrog.
How are you countering?
Zurg.
Oh, Zurg.
Zurg's a shout.
Zurg will be done in the...
Toy Story 2 version.
Yeah, so Zurg will be done in a way that he has not just foam balls.
Cool.
He actually has, like...
No, if it's the Toy Story 2 version, he does.
No, I'm making the decision, Zurg.
No.
I'm making the decision.
I disagree.
I don't care, Dan. I'll give Kurt the point right now.
Fine.
Zurg,
right.
Zurg
Shut up.
has lasers.
Cool. And the version from the video game
Yes.
in Toy Story 2.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Kirk, final pick.
Okay, I'm going to strategical. I'm going to go with, I think his name's Manny from Cars.
Manny from Cars. Which one's he?
He's the lorry that carries Lightning McQueen around.
It is Manny.
Okay, yeah, okay. Manny from Cars. How are you countering Manny from Cars, Dan?
It's Mac.
Mac from Cars. How are you countering Mac?
How many have I got so far? I'm on 3. Who have I got? Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, and Sekil Khan.
So is Mac your counter to the dragon, really? Big.
In a way, yeah.
Beefy.
Yeah.
Eris.
Eris.
The goddess from Sinbad.
Oh, shout.
That's 4 each now, isn't it?
Yep, that's 4 each, guys.
So who's yours again? Zurg, Sully,
Mr. Incredible,
and Mac.
And you've got
Eris, Sekil Khan, Kung Po, and
Kung Po.
and Dragon.
Oh, and she's voiced by Michelle Pfeiffer as well.
Right, so what I'd like to do with this, to save the...
Can I make my point about Zurg?
Right.
If it's the Toy Story version, he has Sponge, but if it's the Lightyear version...
Yeah, but the Lightyear is
normal.
not Pixar, is it? It's Disney.
Is it? Then it's Pixar?
I don't think it's
I'm not
actually
sure.
Pixar.
It's surely.
I don't think so.
Double check.
But anyway, it's the video game version at the start of Toy Story 2.
I'll allow it.
Right, guys. So here's what we're going to do. I've just fucked you up completely.
What?
You've picked 4 characters. This is going to be round 3.1. Fight. Pick 2 characters.
From those 4?
Yep.
Okay.
Dan just sighed so hard. He's so upset.
Let me just build my roster.
In that case, forget the whole Mr. Zurg argument because he's gone.
Oh, Zurg is not your...
Zurg doesn't make my team, and neither does Sully.
No. So
it's 2 and then 2.
No, you're going to pick 3 of your 4 characters to fight.
Oh. 3 of them.
So it's going to be 3 one-on-ones.
Oh, 3 one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say that. Oh, no.
That's what I'm going with. I'm making it up as I go along.
Oh,
So we're going to pick one
Of those 4.
Okay.
and they're never going to gang fight. Because I'll be honest, guys, I picked Mac as a strategic move. He was not going to be a character. He was going to be a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mr. Incredible was going to pick him up and fling him around places and take out your dragon.
Okay.
But now that's not an option.
So we're dropping 1.
Yep.
I'm going to drop Dragon.
Okay.
God for that. I'll drop Mac then in that case.
Okay.
Considering Dragon's the weakest one, I wouldn't be saying thank God.
Right. Okay. So who are we throwing out for round 1, boys?
I feel like
Kurt can pick first.
okay.
Pick first. Let's go out with Sully.
Okay.
Sully. Okay. I'm going to combat Sully with Poe.
Okay. That's good.
That's nice.
Right. Okay.
I have to.
We're going with...
Who are your other 2 again? Sorry.
I have
Zurg
Zurg and Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible. Okay.
Right. Okay. So we're going with, this is set in like tournament arena kind of thing.
Yeah.
Think like a Pokemon gym.
Final destination for Super Smash.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
So
Roll attack, boys.
Right.
as we know, Poe has actual real combat skills.
Yep.
Unlike Sully, who panics over children. You just shake your head.
You'll spend most of his original movie panicking over soup.
Yeah. Oh.
So if we go to the end of them, let's say it's the end.
Okay,
of the movie,
fine.
Okay, because it plays
easy.
strategically to you.
It plays strategically to both. Let's
I
be honest.
disagree. Sully was a badass at the start and then became a
No, because he was scared of children.
They all
Yeah,
were.
true.
Yeah.
That was their universe. They couldn't help that.
Imagine what a panda would do to him. That came through a door.
Isn't the whole point that children are like acidic or something?
Yeah, but yeah.
No one's ever like, oh, pandas.
A
Mate.
panda's acidic.com.
New name of our podcast, Our Panda's Acidic.
Yeah. Anyway, the Dragon Warrior or whatever he's called.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I don't know enough. I need to rewatch Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
He beats up Tai Lung. I know that name.
Yeah.
And he is a specimen.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
He can get into muck and we'll go off to the sunset. Get all aboard the muck. Me and Angelina Jolie fish, Tai Lung and muck. Off we go on our journey. See what else we pick up along the way.
So, Kurt, Poe's coming at you with mad kung fu skills.
Yep.
How's Sully dealing with this?
Sully has pure ferocity.
Okay.
He's trained every day by his buddy Mike. And he has the bunk bed. The kid's awake. The kid's asleep. And off he goes and got massive roars in him as well. He's got these slasher claws and things. And he's got this massive tail he can use too. You're literally a panda.
That knows kung fu and
Yeah,
can
okay,
literally
knows
block
kung fu.
everything you just said.
I wouldn't say block everything you just said. I think a good roar is going to get in there and really start messing with you.
What's Poe's...
I'm pretty sure pandas can roar.
Yeah, but what's Poe's...
The whooshy finger hold.
That sounds like something that I do on a Friday night. No, so what's Poe's kind of
his
personality in terms of, is he going to
Jack
be...
Black.
Yeah, I know.
Jack Black is his personality.
But I think like Jack Black would probably be quite scared of Sully.
Nah, I think he's gone up against more dangerous people. I say people loosely.
Okay.
I don't think he's very scared of Big Blue Spotty Boy.
Big Blue Spotty Boy.
Listen, Sully's cool. I really like Sully as a character, and I'm not a big fan of Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
But realistically, I don't think Sully could win.
Kurt, how's he going to win?
With pure ferocity. He's a monster. He's got horns. He literally went to a university about monstering. He's been trained by the best to be the scariest thing out there. And then he got employed by the main...
Sully's too nice.
Until you tell him to be scary to something. And if he feels threatened, I think he could do a lot of damage.
He felt threatened by water news and he ran away.
I like that a lot.
He beat up Randall. Is it Randall?
He did beat Seven Sages shit out of that slime bag.
He did.
But also, he's pretty useless in combat as well, apparently. He can go invisible.
I reckon.
He also got lucky because he was being fully strangled until Mike threw a snow cone at him.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually also like to counter. I'd like to counter with. I do believe Randall would be quite good in combat because I think he would turn invisible, then climb up someone's arse.
Nah. It depends who. They were big enough.
Ant-Man.
If he can't...
Thanos.
If Ant-Man was Giant Man, if he'd like grown.
Yeah.
He'd be like a little gecko climbing up his leg.
Yeah. Right, okay. Come on. Final arguments. Who wins this one?
Wishy Thing Hold. Works on everyone. He could probably do it on his tail as well.
Kirk, counter.
It's really hard, actually, to counter that.
Okay.
Poe
wins round one.
I do think Poe would actually win.
Poe wins round one.
Damn.
Dan, throw out your second competitor.
Number 2, Eris.
Eris, who is?
The goddess from Sinbad.
Whose powers are?
She can summon monsters at will, turn into a cloud of smoke at will. Has weird sharp nails, but she probably won't use them. Okay. She's a goddess. She's yeah.
Okay.
Zerg.
Okay.
The best thing against this kind of character that you've got, Dan, is range.
He
can stand at the top of a peak somewhere and just all of these monsters.
Range doesn't work against people who can teleport.
Well, he didn't mention that in his powers before.
Forgot to mention that she is. Did I mention she's a goddess?
Yeah.
So officially on the villain's wiki, her powers are shape-shifting, trickery, charisma,
uniqueness,
seduction.
nerves, and talent.
Huh?
Charisma, uniqueness, nerves, and talent.
Seduction.
Zerg's getting seduced.
Ability to summon magical creatures at her command.
Sick.
Teleporting isn't there.
Trickery.
Her crimes are conspiracy, identity theft, murder, incrimination, and grand theft.
Good lord.
She's a bad lady.
She is a terrible woman. Trickery. She could, make holograms of herself. Trick him into thinking she's somewhere where she's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shape-shifting. Turn into whatever she wants to take down Zerg. Zerg's got very limited movement.
Zerg's power skills, according to the villain's wiki.
Gun.
Leadership, marksmanship. So
Marksman.
He's pretty accurate.
Gun.
Superior intelligence.
Superior.
Intimidation. And his crimes, attempted murder.
So he's still looking for that one
attempt,
right?
He's still looking for that dub.
Attempt.
So he's going to come hard at this, knowing this is a fight to the death.
Yeah. If Zerg can't beat generics, okay, I won't call him generic. That's rude to Buzz. Slightly beefed up astronaut. How's he going to beat a goddess? Enlighten me.
Oh, can we just talk about how Lightyear Zerg is far more badass?
But we've already established.
No, we've already established Toy Story, but Lightyear
should have taken it when you had the chance, boy.
Lightyear Zurg has craftsmanship, manipulation, leadership, mech piloting, cybernetic strength, cybernetic durability, space protection, extendable arm, ion cannon, and flight. And his crimes are murder, attempted mass murder, conspiracy, assault, animal cruelty, destruction, invasion, stalking, treason, theft, terrorism, kidnap, and sabotage. And he is classed as a tragic extremist.
Mine's got a gun. And he's going to shoot it lots. He is a very good marksman, as we've just said. He'll never miss. He will hit every one of those monsters and hit your character quite a few times.
Okay.
He's not going to miss.
I've been hit by a paintball and nothing's happened.
He then goes, for the last time. And
I am your father.
He basically is Disney's, before they took over Star Wars, Disney's answer to Darth Vader.
Yeah, he is a very Darth Vader-esque character,
I feel like I need to watch Lightyear.
Yeah, I haven't watched
experience him in
half of it.
In that version.
I haven't watched it.
Zurg's such a cool character. I
think Zurg was needed to establish Buzz's proper character
arc. I think Zurg's such a cool concept and character. I think that
he is an emperor.
If you had to have intercourse with a mermaid who was half fish and half Zurg, which way round would you prefer it?
What?
Come on, Zurg. What's Zurg do? So how's this being played?
One of his aliases
Zurg is
father.
shooting at you right now. How are you fighting that back, Dan?
What monster shall I turn into? Let's start with giant scorpion because they're fun. Stabby stab, clippy clip.
But they're also easier to
That's
shoot.
if you can get close enough.
Yeah, with trickery.
I am pummeling.
Yeah,
Zurg is pummeling.
A goddess who will just.
Kirk is frantically wanking the air.
Dan, how do you get past my wall of pellets?
Walking.
Lasers.
She's a goddess.
Oh, wall of laser, actually. Yeah, wall of lasers.
In the movie, she goes into some weird smoky form that's it goes through things.
Okay.
So it kind of explains itself, doesn't it? The laser goes through her.
What colour does she wear?
It's purple.
Is it really?
Is purple the villain colour?
It's purpley, pinky, lilac-y. Why does that matter?
Well, he is a father. That's one of his known facts, is he is a father. In fact, one of his... Was it in Toy Story 4? He was trying to find his son or something. I can't remember what it was now.
Are you claiming Eris is Buzz's mother?
Other way around.
What?
Zurg is her father.
Zurg is what?
I'm clutching at anything right now because this is also a really hard one to go with. I mean, did you see what he did to Buzz when he did eventually get him in that video game? Turn him to ash.
Dan's just got this ability to pull obscure characters out of his arse.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I mean, unless you can think of a thing she can turn into that will deflect lasers.
Metal.
Well, yeah, can she turn into metal?
She can shapeshift.
Okay.
On the powers.
That is one of the powers.
So she can shapeshift into a...
She'll shapeshift into Zurg, and they'll just have a little laser battle. It'll be like Harry Potter.
No, that's a fight.
Just constant lasering at each other.
It's electronic rock'em suck'em robots.
Who would win?
Laser number one.
Zurg.
Kirk's.
No. Laser number one.
Whoever shot first.
No. Laser number one.
I don't know what that means.
They've got a label, but we can't see because they're too bright.
Oh.
Laser number one.
So that round's a draw. It doesn't matter anyway, guys, because both of those rounds were completely fucking irrelevant. Round 3 takes it all, my guys, but round 3 takes it all in a very special way.
What?
You have 2 characters left.
Get to bring him back.
Out for blood. They're both out for blood. Kirk,
this
who you
twist
got?
of this arc. I've got Mr. Incredible and Mac.
So Mr. Incredible's driving Mac.
Mr. Incredible's driving into the arena with Mac.
Yep.
Or is Mac
like, beep, beep, motherfuckers.
Or is Mac riding Mr. Incredible?
I don't want to see the porn of that. Dan, who have you got?
Dragon and Sekal Khan.
I really don't know who that is.
He has big stone jaguar man.
How'd you
He
spell
has
it?
magic voodoo powers.
How'd you spell it?
Tzekel Kan space Kan. Sorry, from El Dorado. El Dorado is such a good film.
It is so good. I love the sport they play.
Just such a good film.
Yeah, I remember this guy now. His powers: manipulation, oration, high intelligence, dark magic.
Dark magic. Nothing
His
like a bit of
crimes.
dark magic.
His crimes: treason, mass murder implied, attempted regicide,
Gee.
terrorism, conspiracy, attempted genocide. Mr. Incredible's crimes?
Saving that guy from trying to kill himself.
Yep.
And damaging
He's
a
super
train.
strong,
Damaging
super
a train.
fast.
So my first move would be, I think Sekal Khan would be able to take control of Mac with his voodoo powers.
Right. Okay.
He does
so
like the
first
weird
move.
blue glowy eye thing.
Yeah.
And take
Does
control.
Mac have the ability to be taken control of, considering he's a vehicle, not a person?
That's why I said Mac, not Mr. Incredible.
Right.
Because I'm unsure if Sekal Khan can take control of humans.
Right, okay.
Well, when we come into this arena, it looks like he's being driven. But instead, Mr. Incredible is behind him, pushing
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's like a
an
mannequin.
unconscious Mac. He sleeps a lot. He sleeps through everything. We know that from Cars 1.
Yep.
He'll
Easier to take
sleep
control
through
of.
anything. He will just push this thing in, lift it, lob it. But before that happens, because they're on my team, Mr. Incredible reaches into his pocket and pulls out a Jacksonville Jaguars cap, puts it on and goes, "It is the age of the Jaguar, bitch." And then chucks his lorry at him.
I mean, I like it. I can play with that. I'll embrace that fantasy.
He wants to destroy El Dorado and thus bring about the age of the Jaguar.
I appreciate that quote.
So,
Um,
cool. So, currently, Mac, whether he's got mental control or not,
it's being
is being
eaten.
hurled quite at some speed, I imagine,
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible, towards the dragon and Shaka Khan.
So Shaka Khan.
Nobody loves me better.
Yeah. So Shaka Khan's already got his giant stone jaguar that he loves dearly to protect him because it would be very silly of him just to walk into an arena without it. Let's be honest. So the truck hits the face of said jaguar, and then like maybe cracks his eye a little bit, like it does in the film.
Yeah.
A truck gets thrown at the Jaguar in the film, does it?
Something big does, and it literally only cracks his eye.
Okay.
He gets real mad after that. So
Okay.
now you've just pissed him off, basically. At which point, Shaka Khan.
That's not his actual name.
No, but it's easier to say.
Ain't nobody loves me better.
Takes control
Makes
of
me
Mac,
happy.
turning it into a 3-on-1.
Right, okay.
And then it's just three big heavy items going towards Mr. Incredible, who tends to only be able to deal with one at a time, as proven by the movies.
He doesn't lose though, does he?
Neither does the dragon.
Dragon
Well,
loses a virginity.
Dragon loses and gets chained up by a ogre.
But then at the end of it, wins. Mr. Incredible gets like captured by syndrome for a bit.
Down
Doesn't
syndrome.
He? Yeah. Mr. Incredible loses the will to live at one point.
Mr. Incredible's 9 to 5.
And then he loses weight. He does a lot of losing.
I like that. That's really good.
What?
So, Kurt, you've got a dragon flying towards you.
Yep.
Along with Mac the truck driving
Yep.
at
Steaming
significant
towards-
speed.
as well as giant stone jaguar.
As well as a giant stone jaguar. How are you dealing with this?
I'm fairly sure that Mr. Incredible can just run into Mac, straight into his engine, drops his shoulder.
Perfect.
That is stopped.
Taking his own teammates. That's what we want.
Well, it's why he wasn't a teammate. He was cannon fodder. That's why I picked him.
I genuinely think Mr. Incredible could probably do that, and not only forgive me, Dan, but I think Mac wouldn't just be like broken engine. I think
split in half.
I just think it would be like,
wouldn't it be like how the Thing does in Fantastic Four, where it just crumples on him and then like lifts?
I just kind of imagine him like shoulder barge it and it just goes flying out the arena into, like Team Rocket when they blast off.
He doesn't do that because he wants to keep the cannon fodder.
Yeah, it's not that. I don't think Mr. Incredible's got that kind of strength, like pinging strength.
So once he's done that, he reaches into the insides of Mac now. That is now all exposed.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pulls out the engine.
He's already been ridden by him.
Okay.
He pulls out all the engine parts and the pistons and everything.
Yep.
Looks up at this dragon and starts firing this stuff. Now, I thought of Mac not only because he is a giant thing himself, he's full of little things that could be very sharp and very metallic, very deadly. I'll just put holes in your dragon and its wings. It can't fly anymore.
It can still breathe fire.
It can.
Mr. Incredible is not immune to fire.
No, but that's why I brought Mac. He's a shield.
My dragon's already breathing fire on you when they're on the way to you.
Oh, I see.
It makes sense.
Okay.
Doesn't it?
Multitasking. Cool. Right. So while this dragon's been breathing fire, I've been chucking...
Mac blows up from the petrol.
Well, that's the thing. I'm chucking oil-covered things at you, which is not going to... And because he's throwing it at such force, it's going to go straight through that fire, catch fire, and hit the dragon.
Who's immune to fire, because it's a dragon.
Inside?
And outside.
Is he immune outside? Are dragons immune outside? Is that a known thing?
Yeah. I don't...
Are there wings?
I'm pretty sure. It'd be silly if they weren't. It'd be poor evolution design, that.
But they always
maybe that's
outwards.
Why they're extinct now.
But they're not extinct. Komodo dragons are real. They don't breathe fire. They breathe saliva.
So dragons. Right. Sorry. Segue.
I had a book called Dragonology, and I was obsessed.
Dragons are dinosaurs with wings, basically. What killed the dinosaurs?
Your mum.
A giant fucking fireball.
A rock.
Fireball.
Yeah, but dragons aren't dinosaurs.
We just agreed.
No, we didn't.
We just agreed. I said to you, dragons are basically dinosaurs with wings.
That wasn't us agreeing. You were just making a statement. No, I didn't.
You mm-hm'd.
No, I disagree.
You positively mm-hm'd.
Prove it.
Kurt, can we listen to that back?
No.
Not right
until
now.
afterwards.
No.
Anyway, I had a book called Dragonology when I was younger, and I was obsessed.
Is that like custom-made dragons?
And
in like different colours and things?
It was like all the dragons of like different cultures and stuff.
Sat in your front room. Like sophology.
Yeah. Dragons create fire with little spark things in their throats, and they actually spit acid and then light it on its way out like a lighter.
Like a
or at least that was some dragons. I don't know if
in Skyrim they do set fire.
Yeah, but this is Dragon from Shrek, not Skyrim.
Damn.
Who
Dragon lore.
Yeah. Who wears lipstick?
Yeah.
Be given Dragon would seduce Mr. Incredible. Let's be honest.
Dragon is dummy thick.
Yeah. Do you know who else is dummy thick? Mrs. Incredible.
Ooh, girl.
Damn, son.
Elastigirl. She can stretch to any size.
I don't think so.
You're not into Elastigirl?
You know,
I'm quoting her. Main quote she does.
You are into Elastigirl.
Oh, yeah. Who isn't?
She can get in with muck with me. She can get on the muck train.
Right, okay, Kurt. So, you've blown up Mac.
Yep, I've taken his insides apart.
You're fisting his insides.
Yeah.
What? And you're trying to...
And I'm pulling out like shredded metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're yeeting it at...
Yeeting it at the dragon.
So the dragon, I am not going to say is metal proof.
No. I'll agree with that.
Okay. What's he doing about the fire situation?
Well, is the dragon flying towards him?
Yes.
Right? So...
Sure. The dragon is above Mac.
At the same time.
Giving some fire in front of him.
Okay, cool. So he has shoulder barged Mac. He's
run through the fire to get to Mac.
Which is fine. People do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's got a little bit singed.
A little bit singed. He's then pummeled himself into Mac and, like you're saying, like enveloped around him.
Mm.
And that's where he's pulling out all this stuff from. But he is covered by this machine.
Is he using the air conditioning?
But also, you have to think about physics. I'm going to do a visual demonstration and kind of...
Okay.
You got a truck going forwards.
Yep.
Dragon above.
Yep.
Mr. Fire in front.
Yep.
Mr. Incredible comes running through, stops truck. Dragon carries on.
Right.
So, Dragon's gone that way.
Okay.
So does that mean Dragon's done a ring out?
Dragon's now circling. Dragon's now doing
Cool.
donuts around you.
So you've got Dragon
air donuts.
doing donuts.
Fiery air donuts.
And what are you doing?
Grabbing out metal, shrapnel, and
so you're trying to ground the dragon by puncturing its wings with sharp metal.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to call that a legit move.
Yeah.
Dragon crash lands into the stands.
Still got fire. There's also a giant stone jaguar.
Right.
That's also chomping at you.
What are you doing about that, Kirk?
Chomping and smack. He's seen you go into Mac and gone, well, I'll just crush Mac as well.
I see. How big is he?
Very
Very
like,
big.
He's made from like a giant statue. I'm trying to think of a he's bigger than the dragon.
Oh, damn.
Not much bigger, like ridiculous. Maybe 2 times the dragon.
Like, I just kind of find it unfair if Shaka Khan can bring something, can I not bring one of my family members?
No.
That's
kind of his thing.
That's kind of his thing.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
He could also...
But what I am going to do is I'm going to declare Shaka Khan defeated when his Jaguar's defeated.
Oh, 100%. If his
Because
Jaguar
once
goes
his Jaguar's
down...
defeated, he's a bitch.
Right,
he pieces out.
Okay, cool. Well, I have climbed into the back of Mac.
What, you've
into
ran
the
through
container.
the entire cabin?
Ran through him. I'm in the container.
You've
Now,
got
although
Mac's
it's not
brains all
it's
over
not
you.
indestructible, but it's made of steel, right?
Right.
It's going to be pretty tough to get through, and it buys me some time.
Not from like a 1,000-ton stone. I don't know tons. That seems a bit
But
much.
it is stone, right? It is stone. I'm sure Mr. Incredible is broken rock.
No, but like he'd go through Mac like nothing.
Yeah.
He'd bite through Mac like
But
butter.
Mr. Incredible would probably be able to like hold him up off him.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say this Jaguar
As
would
you're
be able
chomping
to
in.
crush him.
Yeah. But while he's holding the Jag's foot from being crushed, he's also being turned to a crisp by the dragon.
Oh, man.
He may be grounded, but she may be grounded, but she still has
I
fire.
can counter that and say
You're not fighting me.
No, I know you're not. I'm not fighting you. But the Jaguar's not flame proof.
It's made of stone.
Yes, but stone can melt.
Not under that lower heat.
Molten rock.
I don't think dragon fire is hot enough.
Damn.
Because the dragon blows fire at like the castle walls and stuff.
Oh, that's true. It's true. It's true.
So what are you doing, Kirk?
While this
Losing is what he's doing.
While this Jaguar is trying to chomp into this truck,
Yeah.
I use it as a brief distraction. As he's so determined to get through, either Mr. Incredible will either get out another way or go straight up through the truck. Huge punch straight into the mouth of this Jaguar.
But
gonna crack something. Gonna break his jaw.
So you've missed the part where once he's into the truck, the Jag's going ham on the truck.
Yeah.
And the truck won't last long against.
That's fine.
Big,
The truck won't last, and so I only need a second for the Jaguar to be distracted on getting the truck rather than
Mr.
getting
Incredible isn't a very fast thinker. In the films, it takes him a long time to figure anything out.
Damn.
He's not that bright.
Okay, he's jumped out of the truck just in time, and he's running away, desperately trying to think of what to do, just like me right now. And I think Mr. Incredible and I have a lot in common. We're both fairly blondish, blue eyes, bit overweight, and we think slowly, and that's why.
I want to help Kirk here. Can I help Kirk?
No.
Oh. Kirk, you got two pretty big geezers there that you're contending with.
Yeah.
Without giving you, with just to keep the story flowing, is there a way you could turn that into one?
Is there a way that I can turn the pretty big geezers into one big geezer?
Is there a way that you could maybe use one?
Is this like, can my dragon and jaguar become one?
No. Is there a way that you could maybe use one of those two things to eliminate the other one?
You mean pick up a bit of this jaguar and chuck it at the dragon, or the other way around?
Pick up the whole fucking jaguar.
Pick up the jaguar and lob it at the dragon.
Yeah. That would be squished dragon.
But I also want to point out that when being attacked by something he wants to lift, he struggles to lift it, i.e. the robot. When he's getting beaten up by the robot, he doesn't just lift the robot and throw it away.
That's true.
Yeah.
So when being stomped on by giant stone jaguar, he may not be able to get the grip and balance to throw it.
What are you doing, Kurt?
This dragon's in the stands right now. It's got no wings. It's lost quite a bit of its equilibrium. It's trying to fly
It's putting
away,
all its energy into just burn at this point.
Yes. And all it's doing is burning plastic seats in this arena. So he's going to...
Apparently doesn't have aim.
He's burning in front of him, right?
Well,
and those plastic...
It's not behind a chair.
But he's in the stands and it's getting hot, like where it immediately is. That plastic...
I mean, there is a facility of...
There's a facility of plastic chairs. They're melting.
Directing the fire, Kirk is right. While she is directing the fire, there will be
collateral.
Yeah, sure. When plastic burns, it's toxic.
Okay.
It's breathing in this toxic fume.
The dragon's going to die of cancer in 60 years.
Sick. I don't think that's an issue.
Mr. Incredible plays the long game.
I think you're clutching it at straws.
Plastic is toxic, okay? It's
ruining our environment. Stop using plastic straws.
Kurt.
Yes.
Take the L, bro.
I think I'm going to have to take the L.
We're going to have to take the L.
We've got to stop sometime.
Dan gets the point.
It's 10:30.
I apologise.
Dan gets the point. So, I'm sorry, Kirk. You're struggling, pal.
There's always next year.
Kirk.
Is the score 8-8-5?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You need to get all 3 points in the next episode.
Which is impossible. Kirk, basically what you've got to do now is pray that audience points can knock you up at the end of the season.
Hey, we've got enough episodes left.
Kirk, you are going to have to play some serious ballers the next few rounds.
Anyway, also, I just want to say I'm really excited for my round 3 question.
He always says this.
So
it's always good.
I've got good ones.
Right, guys. So, thank you very much for listening to another episode of Will a Panther Kill a Raccoon in the Wild. It's 8 for me, 8 for Smokey D. Captain Kirk really trailing at this point, 5 points, which probably means he's not going to edit the episode very quickly.
Can I get some editing points or something?
Kirk can just edit it now. Like, Kirk,
if you want some editing,
it's going to be a really bad overdub where it's like, and the points are 100 for Kirk. No, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to speaking to you guys next week.
I'm off to go get into muck and drive off.
I think I'm going to go watch some Incredibles.